It's always slightly dangerous to give me a microphone. However, there was a request for me to say a little bit. First of all, the arranger of this is Bill Bauer. I did put that on the program, but maybe his name didn't fit. So thanks to Bill for the music. He gave the music, and he arranged it for us on our first piece. So our first piece, we've got a cello duo, Devin and Janae, and I heard them practicing duos after rehearsals, and asked them if they would want to play, and they said yes, so thank you so much for performing with us tonight. And they play, what is the group that you play with Bill Bauer? The Confluence Chamber Orchestra, which is more early music. And so anyways, we are starting with Vivaldi, and I can't believe, but I was asked to say a little bit about Vivaldi, so I'm so sorry if you know all about him, but he was a redheaded priest, and we're talking Italy, and he was one of the first people to champion females, I would say, in music. That's at least my feel. And he worked at a female orphanage, so thanks to Vivaldi as well. I'm only going to say a short amount about Mozart. We have chosen to perform this performance tonight as it was in the movie Amadeus. So I'll be honest, though, a lot of times it's not performed this particular way. We've chosen to do that. And also, just side note, there are a lot of things in that movie. Raise your hand if you've seen the movie, or if it's just too old. Yeah. Fair warning, like, how they depicted Mozart really wasn't, he was not like flighty or anything, like right before concerts or anything. Apparently he was really super serious. So just fair warning, that's a movie. Okay. While they get ready, I just want to point it out that this particular semester, we saw anything but gentle rain. So are you guys ready? But it is a great piece. So, and this particular piece, you can have pretty much anybody in the orchestra have a solo. So we did all get to try it. Those of you that were here, we all got to try a solo out. So. Best applause we've ever had. Awesome, thank you. Okay, we have a little surprise for you, and I bet I'm the only one that thinks it's funny, but based on what's been happening not every Monday, of course it's not every Monday, but we've had quite a few Dorothy moments, I'd say. The last one was a few weeks ago when, during the rainstorm, the ceiling fell in 3 different places, and here I am with my little shoes saying, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. So this is our encore. Thank you so much. Could the seniors stand up? Because this is the last time that we know for sure you're going to be playing. Really? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody else, stand up. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. There's too many people on stage for me to individually thank, so I thank all of you, and your parents, and then grandparents, and all of the above. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Boots. I'm the director of bands here. Congratulations to the orchestra on the first half of the program. That was really terrific. Thank you, Dr. Platt, for her leadership with that group. I want to welcome the wind ensemble now for the second half. As you noticed in the first half, we had a student conductor, Maggie Doltz. Maggie's coming back to conduct on this half, as well as Jimmy Nicewonder. So the students here have a really tremendous opportunity in which they get to conduct a large ensemble, which is not pretty typical for undergrads. Usually that's reserved more for graduate level students, so it's pretty awesome that we have the opportunity for them. They take a conducting course in the fall semester, and then an advanced conducting course in the spring semester, which is now, and it's just been an awesome opportunity for them, and I think for the musicians playing as well. So this next piece the first piece on our program is entitled Declaration Overture, and it begins with a strong 5-note theme and the trumpet that develops throughout the ensemble in ternary form, which means you have an A theme, a B theme, and then an A theme. The first theme is bold. It's followed by a more lyrical B section in the clarinets, and then it returns to its bold final cadence, which then goes into a faster presto with variations on that melody. And it's even broken up, the melody's broken up rhythmically in the percussion as well, which is kind of a cool feature. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first student conductor, Jimmy Nicewonder. That was outstanding. Great job, Jimmy. Congratulations on that. Our next piece is entitled Blessed Are They by Johannes Brahms. And this was the first movement from Johannes Brahms' German Requiem, originally scored for orchestra and chorus. This was his largest work he ever wrote. It's in 7 movements, which is atypical for a German requiem. That's typically in 5 movements. Brahms was not particularly a religious person and took some liberties in his arrangements. While the harmonies are heavy and somber in texture and chromaticism, the message of this piece is particularly uplifting and promising. The text was selected from Luther's translation of the Bible from 2 verses, or 2 parts. Matthew 5:4, which is, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." And from Psalms 126, verses 5 through 6, "They who sow in tears shall reap in joy. They who go forth and weep and bear precious seed shall come again with rejoicing and bring their sheaves with them." This is Blessed Are They with the band arrangement. Our next piece is entitled Otter Point Holiday by Robert Sheldon. And the piece was commissioned, Robert was commissioned to write this by the Lancaster Community Band and Summer Youth Band as a gift for their favorite conductor, Judy Rayer. Judy's favorite place to vacation was Otter Point, and the music is, as the composer writes, as lighthearted as the otters playing in the surf. And he achieves this in different ways musically. It starts off and throughout the piece, in an asymmetric way. So instead of like a square 4/4 that we kind of nod our head to with a radio, it's a little different in its groove. Asymmetric meaning 5 beats per measure. There's a lot of rhythmic modulations that go on where we gradually slow down, but rhythmically until it comes to a really beautiful chorale led by the horns. And then it springs back into motion, finishing the piece off as it began. So I'm really excited to introduce our next student conductor, Maggie Dultz. That was terrific. And Maggie had the opportunity to conduct two pieces because, so she's taking some honors courses on campus, and part of those assignments are a little bit extra in one course. So we thought it'd be a great idea to feature her in two different scenarios, once with the orchestra and with the wind ensemble. And I might pitch also, she has an oboe performance recital this Saturday at 1 p.m. in the Black Box. So hope you can check that out. We've got a fantastic week of music ensembles and recitals this week. In fact, tomorrow, our chorus will be taking the stage here at 7:30, and then Wednesday we have another terrific percussion recital by Matthew Hinkle at 7:30 in the Black Box. Thursday is our percussion ensemble concert, and Friday we have voices only, a cappella, and then Saturday I mentioned Maggie's recital, followed by Luke on trombone. He has his own recital at 3 p.m., and then modern music ensemble is. And jazz band is also Saturday. Combo 2. This is all on the box office website, and it will know it better than I. And check out our social media pages on Instagram and Facebook for all that information too. But anyway, terrific week, and we hope you can join us for more fun and music. Our final piece, before I get to that, I just want to recognize this is our last concert of the year, and this has been my first year as director of bands here. It's just been terrific working with this ensemble and these students. They've just been so delightful and inspirational. And we have a few seniors parting that I want to recognize and thank for all of their contributions and just leadership in this ensemble. First and foremost is Hope Sheehan is graduating. I'd like to say thank you to you, Hope. She's graduating with chemistry and emphasis in forensics. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I do want to recognize you all. Grace Smiley is graduating with a degree in cellular molecular biology. Alex Marquardt on trumpet is graduating with a degree in computer science. And next to him, also on trumpet, Aiden Mason will be graduating with a degree in business administration. Coming up to the horns, we've got Chris Newell graduating with a degree in paramedicine. And in the percussion section, Grace Markle is graduating with a degree in mass communication. Great job. And in our trombone section, Luke Jurgensmeyer is actually moving on to student teach. So he's got one more year, but the last semester is student teaching. So he's a music education major, and he'll be at Francis Howe North student teaching there. So thank you, Luke, and best wishes to you. I want to thank also our wonderful community members that are here with us. It takes a village to put on a concert like this, and we're just so delighted to have their voices across the ensemble. You'll see their names in the program. From the bottom of my heart, thanks to each of you for stepping in and just sharing this magic with us tonight. It's been terrific. Also on electric guitar on this next piece, Ethan Brown. I'm really excited to feature him on this piece. And on piano, Professor Scott, who I might just add is let's give it up for him. Exciting news is that Professor Scott just accepted our full-time position as the new director of choral activities. So we're really excited to collaborate with him more next year. So the last piece on the program, Urban Light. I thought I would read the program note because it's just really enlightening and cool. Urban Light is a brilliant display of colors, forward momentum, and intertwining rhythmic layers that is inspired by the iconic Los Angeles landmark of the same name. Created by conceptual art pioneer Chris Burden in 2008, the original work is an assemblage of historic street lamps that were transplanted from various cities in California and also Portland, Oregon. The tight spacing and respective forms interact with a famously dynamic LA sunlight, transitioning to the exciting nighttime glow of the city. Primary melodic and rhythmic motives are derived from Morse code for the word California, creating an asymmetric and syncopated groove that is continuously built with energy. There's parallel bar chords featured in the guitar, which reveal a classic rock and metal influence that reaches its zenith with a heavy percussion backbeat. Polyrhythmic layers and prismatic colors move over, around, and underneath each other, leading towards a hopefully thrilling and intense finale. So it's just really amazing what you can do with music, and we hope you enjoy Urban Light.